Guys, did you know that there was a killing of another American citizen in Minneapolis? I know, shocker, whoa. And the Republicans, what did they do? Oh, they immediately started defending it. Why? They're demons. Shocker, I know. The Republicans being demons, other people being demons, justifying the actions of ICE. No, what a fucking shocker. I'm so surprised. It's genuinely fucking incredible with these people. I mean, like, I've said this before, but Republicans are just evil and they want to see you fucking dead, because it turns out most of the policies that they go for, policies, quote unquote, they go for, are actually not very popular with the American people. So this is Kristi Noem, of course, head of ICE and DHS. Dude, okay, hold on. What? I just noticed this. What the fuck is a FEMA employee doing on fucking Twitter right now? Everyone sees this, right? Why are you there? Are they like judging? Are we getting like a slight insight into like psychological operations the feds pull in order to, I don't know, try to guide a fucking narrative into like Alex Preddy or some shit? I mean, I guess there is a massive winter storm as well, but like, why the fuck are you on Twitter for that? That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Like what are you doing on there? I wouldn't be surprised if Kristi Noem also got a bunch of fucking FEMA agents to, I don't know, spread far-right propaganda on a bunch of, like, dumbass alt accounts, talking about, like, actually, no, we support what happened to Alex Preddy, and he definitely did something bad, quote-unquote.
Take any questions and give more details on the storm and its impact. I do want to address the tragic situation that we saw in Minneapolis today that unfolded on the streets. It occurred with DHS law enforcement as they carried out their lawful duties to keep Americans safe in the threat.
Wasn't lawful, by the way. So we all saw the video, right? Everybody saw the video. It's pretty much like conclusive with the lady in the pink jacket. Very conclusive. Alex Preddy went up to someone who got pepper sprayed in the face for recording ICE. Again, First Amendment, you're allowed to do that. Was trying to help them because he's an ICU nurse. So, again, just has the phenotype of wanting to help people, right? Sounds a little crass and ridiculous when I say it that way. But, yeah, he has the help people phenotype. A good phenotype to have. Yeah, helping people, kind of homosexual. Cringe, stupid, LARPy, gay, whatever. Helping people? Yeah. Who do I ever want to do that? Not DHS and ICE. They just want to rape and pillage, or they want to rape and pillage. Something like that. Goes up to help a woman, gets pepper sprayed in the face himself, is disarmed. So an ICE agent took his fucking gun out of the fucking goddamn holster. Great, fantastic, excellent. And then, while he's on the ground, disarmed at this point, and being restrained by ICE, what happens? Dude just fucking pops him. Mag dumps into him and fucking kills the guy. Yeah. Just, Second Amendment? Meh, who cares? Open carry state, had a lawful license in order to be able to fucking carry, no fucking problems. All above board. You can make the argument that's probably not a great idea to bring a firearm to a protest, but hey, open carry fucking state, has a license to do it, no fucking problems. Everything's totally above board. Single handgun open carry. Yeah. You know, yada, yada, yada. Technicalities, but still open carry, had a handgun, yada, yada, yada. Could do it, yada, yada, yada. No problems there, right? Very, very cool, fantastic, excellent. It turns out, you know, maybe, just maybe, popping the guy a bunch of times, just mag dumping into him, kind of silly, kind of ridiculous, disarming him. Unironically, there was also a video where there was an ICE agent, after they killed Alex Preddy and just fucking mag dumped the guy, they're just like, where's the gun? Where's the gun? We have to put a gun on him or something. Just saying that they wanted to plant evidence. There was also a clip of one of these, like, Gestapo freaks also clapping, you know, being very, very proud of the fact that that they just basically gunned down an innocent man looking to help a woman who got pepper sprayed in the face while he was also fucking recording them. That's cool. Great. Fantastic. So, again, Bill of Rights, doesn't matter. First, Second Amendments don't fucking matter whatsoever. Period. End of story. That's great. Fantastic.
of criminal illegal aliens in this country. At 9:05 a.m.
We can pull up the fucking statistics. The vast majority of people that DHS goes after, 73% have 0 prior criminal convictions. 0. And only 5% of that 27% that do have criminal convictions on them are for illegal immigration crime. Yeah. It's just, they're not getting illegal migrants. They're just not.
Central Time, the Department of Homeland Security law enforcement officials and officers were conducting targeted operations in Minneapolis against an illegal alien whose criminal history included domestic assault with intentionally inflicting bodily harm, disorderly conduct, and driving without a valid license.
What? And this requires federal enforcement? These are civil crimes, you fucking moron. You really need the fucking feds in order to apprehend this fucking dude for a bunch of civil crimes. Civil crimes. Really. That would be handled by local fucking courts. But guess what? Since all your stupid little freaks keep posting up near a bunch of, civil fucking courts, local courts, in order to try to get at illegal migrants, quote unquote, it turns out they don't tend to go to their fucking court dates because they're too afraid to leave their fucking houses. Incredible, dude.
An individual approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. The officers attempted to disarm this individual, but
she's lying, so immediately just fucking lying. That's not what fucking happened. He didn't have the gun drawn. He had his fucking phone up. Gun was holstered, I believe, to the right side of his fucking goddamn body. He was holding a phone recording ICE after trying to help someone that ICE just illegally pepper sprayed in their fucking face, and then just decided to fucking try to detain him, pin him to the ground. After disarming him, they took the fucking gun out of the holster. That specific series of Sig Sauer has cases of potentially discharging, just involuntarily. Might have discharged in the ICE officer's hand involuntarily because that's just a defect with that particular fucking handgun. And then one of the other ICE officers just decides to fucking mag dump him. That's it. Genuinely insane.
The armed suspect reacted violently. Fearing for his life
just
and for the lives of his fellow officers around him, an agent fired defensive shots. Medics were on the scene immediately and attempted to deliver medical aid to the subject, but he was pronounced dead at the scene. The suspect also had 2 magazines with ammunition in them that held dozens of rounds.
Second Amendment, he's allowed to open carry. He had a license to open carry a fucking handgun, so crazy. Again, just a lie. The entire, it doesn't matter the other bullshit she says. What? She had a 26-minute fucking press conference. It doesn't matter what other fucking idiot shit she says in this, because the entire premise of what she is saying here is just a lie. Completely and utterly a fucking lie. Even conservatives, a lot of conservatives, yeah, I don't know about this one, dog. This is really, really fucking bad. Highly doubt he had dozens of rounds. A Sig Mag typically is 12 rounds. Yeah, he had maybe 1 or 2 extra magazines on him or something?
He also had no ID. This looks like a situation where an individual arrived at this scene to inflict maximum damage on individuals and to kill law enforcement. About hundreds of protesters then showed up at the scene. They began to obstruct and to assault law enforcement officers. We saw objects being thrown at them, including ice and other objects, and a rampant assault began, and even an HSI officer agent's finger was bitten off.
Separate fucking instance. I don't know why the fuck you're bringing that up. First off, fuck you. Yeah, get owned, dumbass. You're currently occupying the city that you killed 2 fucking citizens of. For what reason? I don't know. Random fucking schizo shit that's going on in your fucking head. Because you're not trying to murder dogs or something. I don't fucking know. Whatever. It's just fucking insane to me, dude. Just the sort of, idea that the guy just deserved to be killed for what exactly? What happened? It's nonsense, dude. It's actually fucking nonsensical. Just, how much of, like, just a complete fucking, like, I don't even fucking know, dude. Just how much of, like, a complete just fuck you this is. Just a complete fuck you. Like, let's be fucking honest here. Complete fuck you here. Because they're just lying. Everything that Kristi Noem is saying here is just a fucking lie. But that's cool. Whatever. Dude got his fucking finger bit off because, turns out everyone is just, like, pissed about the fact that people just keep getting killed on the streets by these roving bands of marauders.
Control measures were deployed to bring safety to the public and to law enforcement at the scene.
Oh, I'm sure.
And once again, I want to remind everybody that this situation and this tragedy did not have to happen. Our law enforcement are doing everything that they can to protect the public. We're praying for this deceased loved one's family and friends, but we also recognize that the Minnesota...
By the way, the only reason why she's saying this shit is because of the fucking white man who got killed. Guaranteed. If it was another, like, white woman, it doesn't matter. They would say domestic terrorist more than likely. The only reason why they said the shit they did about Renee Nicole Good or Keith Porter within Los Angeles is because, again, basically outside of the norm of, like, white cis-het fucking men. Like, that's it. One being a black man and the other being a lesbian woman.
The governor and the Minneapolis mayor need to take a long, hard look in the mirror. They need to evaluate their rhetoric, their conversations, and their encouragement of such violence against our citizens and our law enforcement officers. I'll remind you that Governor Walz today in his press conference said that our officers were not even law enforcement, which is a lie. He's called...
honestly, like, you guys do not fucking behave like law enforcement. No. Like, fuck out of here, dude. Like, non-fucking sensical, bro.
Then the Gestapo. He's encouraged residents and citizens...
Well, that's because they are the Gestapo, because they're running around and asking people for their fucking papers. But whatever.
And violent rioters to resist. He's doxed their identities, putting themselves and their families' lives in jeopardy. He's
cope and seethe about the fact that they're fucking getting doxed. Guess what? If you want people to have trust in officers, Kristi, they have to have clearly identifiable fucking information. What you're already doing is violation of the fucking law.
Refused to turn over murderers to federal law enforcement officers. He's protected illegal criminals and protected them from being...
Sanctuary city laws, bitch. That's how it works. They don't have to work with you if they deem what you're doing is unlawful, and everything you're doing is unlawful.
Brought to justice, and even overseen a historic, unprecedented theft of American taxpayer dollars. Tens of billions of dollars were stolen under his watch.
Just more
and
lies.
He allowed it to happen, and in some instances may have even facilitated it.
Yeah, okay, so just lies. It doesn't matter, like, what she says, what else. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Lies. Tim Walz definitely had a part to play in this fucking, the fraud that schizophrenic brick of a human being known as Nick Shirley had to basically fucking say about, like, the fraud he uncovered in Minneapolis. It's fucking nonsensical. It's stupid. Kash Patel, also not giving a fuck about the Constitution of the United States of America. Let's take a look.
As Kristi said, you cannot bring a firearm loaded with multiple magazines to any sort of protest that you want.
First off, you only have one magazine inside of a fucking gun when it's loaded in the gun. Like, it's filled with a bunch of bullets, but yeah, sure. Open carry state for handguns specifically, and had a license to carry that weapon. Cope and seethe.
That's simple. You don't have that right to break the law and incite violence. We will, of course, always protect
Second Amendment,
motherfucker. Speech, and if you peacefully protest, there is absolutely nothing wrong.
Second Amendment, motherfucker. Again, we can have a whole other discussion on if it's a good idea in order to bring that weapon to that protest. But that's a different fucking discussion. Completely fucking different. Right? So, again, the only reason at this point that they're saying this is because, this might be kind of a big problem. We might have a bit of an issue on our hands, so we have to come up with excuses. Just like throw people off of the fucking scent. Second Amendment, again, you are allowed to bring that weapon in an open fucking carry state. He had a license to carry that fucking handgun. It's just nonsense, dude.
Wrong with that. But you have seen a trend here, not just in Minnesota, but across the country, in these protests turning into violent scenarios and people attacking law enforcement. That's when you go over the line, and that's when law enforcement steps in.
Just lies from Kash Patel, but it doesn't matter. But now we have our favorite fucking mold man here as well. Asmongold. Asmongold, of course, also initially defending the fucking ICE officer. Why don't we take a look?
Anyone with a concealed carry knows you should always comply with police, announce your weapon, and de-escalate all potentially dangerous situations, at least in my state. The guy intentionally gets in the way and involved in an escalating situation. Absolutely retarded behavior from a concealed carrier. I think you're totally right.
And I think you're totally fucking wrong. The ICE officer just randomly pepper sprays an innocent fucking woman, and the dude decides to try to check on her to see if she's okay after the ICE officer pepper sprayed her, you fucking moron. You idiot. Jesus fucking Christ, bro.
I do. I think you're completely right. I think this is absolutely fucking retarded to do. And at the end of the day...
But then again, like, the only reason why Asmongold is taking this perspective is because Asmongold doesn't have a thought in his mind that's original. Most of his takes just come from his fucking chat because he's too stupid to formulate his own fucking opinions.
If he had complied with the police, if he didn't have the gun with him...
Dude, you gotta always comply with... Whatever happened to my don't tread on me fucking conservatives? Now you always have to comply with police? Despite the fact that what they are doing is constantly fucking legal? Yeah, so much for my freedom-loving fucking conservatives. Like, you must comply at all fucking times. Because it turns out, in reality, conservatives have never given a flying fuck at all about freedom.
Like, there is a much higher probability that he wouldn't have been shot. There is. Like, it's undeniable this is the case. And I feel like that nuance is constantly lost. Because you can easily come to the conclusion that maybe the way that they shot him was wrong. And based off of everything that I've seen, I'm pretty certain that they fucked up.
Well, this is an interesting development. Now he's saying that they fucked up. Now, from what I recall, the reason why he's saying this is because, again, his chat is saying, no, I think they actually really fucked up here. Because, yeah, they did fuck up here. Multiple fucking violations here of 2 fucking amendments, specifically the first and the fucking second. Again, Alex Preddy is allowed to fucking carry a handgun openly in that fucking state, has a license in order to be able to do that. We don't exactly hear 100% for certain what he says to the ICE officer based off of the first chat he fucking read. We don't know if he specified that he is carrying a gun on him. You don't know that. We didn't fucking hear that because, oh, he got fucking shot. We don't know. We couldn't hear. We don't have the footage for that. We don't have his, like, input from his fucking voice. Because he was talking and yelling at the fucking ICE officer because he was holding a phone recording their actions. Again, protected under the First Amendment. You can do that if you want, so long as you're not impeding an arrest. Wasn't fucking impeding anyone whatsoever, so again, cope and fucking seethe about it, fucking conservatives. The only reason why Asmongold is saying this is because his subreddit was saying that this was a fuck up by the ICE officers, and same with his fucking chat. Again, fundamentally speaking, Asmongold doesn't believe in anything. Believes in absolutely nothing, just like every other fucking fascist. Which is why he basically immediately flipped to being supportive again of Trump ever since the regime change in Venezuela after criticizing him for the fucking behavior of the Epstein files. That's it. Like, no belief whatsoever. Same with Nick Fuentes. They believe in absolutely nothing.
I am. This seems pretty cut and dried that they fucked up. Now, I'm not, we need to wait for the body cam, and that way we'll really know. But right now...
They don't have fucking body cams. We have a perspective. And by the way, there's another clip of Asmongold watching the ICE officer getting, disarming and taking the gun away and saying, like, yeah, this is pretty fucking distinct. Yeah, they fucked up here. It's like, oh, really? Now you're saying that they fucked up? Seems pretty cut and dry that they fucked up? That's fucking hilarious that you're saying this. Let me see if I can find that clip real quick. So here, this was pretty much like one of the exact moments where Asmongold realized that he fucking fucked up. And he fucked up really badly. And he gets fucking caught for it. Incredible, dude.
This fell apart so fast.
Like, the whole narrative that he fucking has about, like, Alex Pretty, quote-unquote, being a pretty retarded or whatever, just falls apart fucking-taneously. Instantly. Once he actually fucking sees the video. And he, I don't know, doesn't regurgitate whatever bullshit he sees from his chat.
Am I crazy?
Yep,
Am I
it's done.
crazy for saying, like, that doesn't look like a gun to me?
Mm-hmm.
All 6 pixels
Like, if
of
I
it?
zoom in...
Are you serious? Ah.
We're zooming into
Aha.
pixels, guys.
Oh, stretch them a little. Stretch the pixels.
I don't know. Like...
He just realized that, oh, fuck, I fucked up here. I look like a complete fucking dumbass, because he is a complete dumbass. Because, again, like, you just look at it for, like, 3 seconds. You just know that DHS, all these people are just fucking lying.
How the fuck can anybody tell that's a gun for sure?
Uh-huh.
How are people going off of this and being certain? How can you be certain off of this?
Okay, you can play the video a little more and take a new screenshot. You can do that, Asmongold. It's not very difficult.
Okay, keep watching? Okay, let's keep watching.
Mm-hmm.
He does have the gun for sure. Absolutely.
Oh my fucking god. Literally, like, 2 frames after. 2 frames! Realizes that he fucked up. Oh my fucking god, dude. God, he's so fucking dumb, man. It's incredible, bro, how stupid of an individual Asmongold is.
Now, it sure seems like they fucked up. But it would have never happened if he didn't do that. That's true.
No, still gotta deflect blame. DHS and ICE can't take any responsibilities for anything. Again, Alex Peretti is allowed to carry a firearm, has a license to open carry a firearm in Minnesota, but still gotta turn yourself into a fucking pretzel to defend them. It's fucking insane, dude. Of course, Stephen Miller, we've taken a look at Stephen Miller. Immediately, he said that Alex Peretti was an assassin trying to murder federal agents. Non-fucking sensical. That's just fucking insane for every fucking goddamn reason. Again, Stephen Miller is just wants what DHS and ICE are doing specifically because of his, like, schizophrenic delusion of wanting to lower the population of America to about 100 million white people specifically. So, should really go without saying. That's the main reason for as to why he wants to just get rid of all these people, get rid of all anyone who dissents, of course, because again, Stephen Miller's whole goal is to basically just be Joseph Goebbels wanting to ethnically cleanse the United States of America for fucking white people. That's literally it. But of course, we have to throw in also the Democrats because, as always, the Democrats are not stepping up to the moment. Jacob Fry, you deploy the Minneapolis PD and you start arresting fucking ICE agents. That's what you're supposed to do. Same with you, Tim Walz. But why don't we take a look at this?
So, to President Trump, this is a moment to act like a leader.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck about any of that, little bro. All these fucking appeals to, I don't know, glory or civility or whatever. No, that doesn't fucking work. He doesn't care. He just wants to pillage, rape, and murder people. That's it. He's just a rapist, like generational rapist, pedophile of the mind, body, and fucking soul, and just wants people to suffer. That's literally it.
Put Minneapolis, put America first in this moment. Let's achieve peace. Let's end this operation.
Yeah, America first, specifically only for him. Like, that's it. Like, again, these appeals to civility, to someone who could give less of a flying fuck, just actively spits on civility, is pointless.
And I'm telling you, our city will come back. Safety will be restored. We're asking for you to take action now to remove these federal agents.
Yeah, dude, totally. Yeah, appeals to fucking civility is going to really work on the guy who actively shits on civility all the fucking goddamn time. But here is someone who is correctly and rightfully fucking shitting on ICE and DHS. We have MoistCritikal, Charlie, the big man himself, the big man with a big fucking plan, saying that this should make you very angry. And guess what? Yeah, everybody, I've been seeing literally everybody on the fucking timeline just saying, fuck ICE, fuck ICE, fuck ICE. Celebrities are speaking out. Huge streamers are speaking out as well. I think, like, Cinna also said that she said, fuck ICE. Everyone is finally, is turning the corner and saying, like, wow, it turns out, man, these ICE guys are really bad. Yes. And it was a clip. It went very viral on Twitter, and it made a bunch of obvious fucking dumbasses very fucking angry. Guys, it's almost as if, like, turning whatever the fuck platform into the right-wing shithole that it is now actually is not very effective, and nobody fucking likes it. I mean, Cinna is friends with, like, Valkyrae and Pokimane, and they're, generally speaking, like, liberal progressives of some flavor. I think it makes a lot of sense that she's influenced by that friend group as well. So, it just makes sense to me. I think it's, like, pretty obvious. But yes, even Cinna herself, where she was on a stream and saying, like, yeah, this is, like, a pretty uncontroversial take, I feel like. But yeah, fuck ICE. Man, those guys fucking suck. They are really fucking bad. So fuck those guys. And obviously everyone got fucking pissed about that. Because, of course, people got fucking pissed about that. Because right-wing fucking dipshits. But anyway, MoistCritikal, the big moist man himself. Why don't we take a look?
We're talking about something very serious today. Throughout the video, you're going to see my shirt changes. It's not some kind of, like, crazy, wacky, magic trick from America's Got Talent or anything. I actually filmed this video earlier this morning when the story first broke. It's the killing of Alex Preddy in Minnesota at the hands of border agents. And I made the video, but I was pretty heated and I wanted to kind of simmer down and take a break, so I went out before posting it. I just got home, and now even more angles and videos have been released that show beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is a 100% unjustified killing of an American citizen here. And it seems like the execution stems from them.
Hey, Asmongold. This man, Charlie, did not have to turn himself into a fucking pretzel to come to the most obvious conclusion of obvious conclusions. Now, retarded fucking right-wingers are just going to be like, you're just saying that because Charlie is just agreeing with your perspective. Yeah, it's just like, no, dude. It's obvious. You look at the video that was obtained by Dropsite fucking News of the woman in the pink jacket whose video was released. It is so ridiculously fucking obvious. What ICE did was just wholeheartedly unjustifiable. Period. End of fucking story. And it's just like, oh yeah, they just did that shit. Yeah, because they're evil. They just did it because they're evil. They're wannabe rapists, roving bands of marauders.
Them finding out that he had a gun on his person, his Second Amendment rights. In all of the videos that exist, there's not a single moment where he is reaching for the gun, brandishing it, threatening with it, or anything at all. And we have video that shows the entire interaction from start to finish. His name was Alex Preddy, a 30...
who's holding his phone the whole fucking time, and he was trying to help someone else that ICE also fucking pepper sprayed. Just didn't have the fucking gun. And ICE fucking just disarmed him. Stupid. And literally there's a clip where you hear an ICE agent saying, like, where's the fucking gun? We need to put the gun on his body. To plant evidence.
7-year-old nurse who worked in the ICU at Minneapolis VA healthcare system, and according to the police chief, he is a U.S. citizen with no prior interactions with law enforcement outside of a couple of traffic tickets, and believed to be a lawful gun owner with a permit to carry. So for him to lose his life being shot multiple times by these agents, all because of him exercising his Second Amendment rights, which again, he wasn't trying to use as an intimidation tactic on the officers or anything like that. When they were beating him on the ground, pistol whipping him on the ground, they happened to see that he had a gun apparently. He wasn't...
Yeah, I forgot to mention the pistol whipping. Yeah, you see the original clip? He was getting fucking pistol whipped. Like, again, I've said this before, but these people are just barbarians. They're not human. Just psychopaths.
at them as like a threat or something, or brandishing it or anything. He simply had it on, which he was well within his right to do, and he got murdered for it. This is completely unacceptable, and the fucking drones that are somehow like parading around like this is some kind of victory or something is sickening. It should be viewed as treasonous by any real Americans when you see this footage. And they had the gall to say that Alex Preddy was like the instigator, labeling him a domestic terrorist.
By the way, this is good to say, like, because these people are not Americans. They are aberrations. They are abominations. They are not human. They are not Americans. They are just a collection of psychotic little fucking freakazoids who have drunk way too much fucking Kool-Aid from Pole.
Saw from a couple of places claiming that he approached these agents with a 9mm. He approached them with a gun looking to start shit. But that is not true. In all of the videos you see, he has a phone in his hands. Not a gun in his hands, he has a phone in his hands. No sane person would ever mistake a phone for a gun. This is blatantly obvious what they're trying to do. And it's something they've been doing a lot recently. Trying to tell you that what you're seeing isn't real. Trust their words, not your eyes. That is completely fucking outrageous, and people are willingly doing it. That's the craziest part. There are people that are like, oh, I saw he had his phone, but if they say it was a gun, well, that must have been a gun. I cannot believe we've reached this level of brainwashing. There are so many angles of this, and
I think, like, I mean, honestly, it's death of subjectivity and education, dude. Get your ding-dongs out. Fucking Daho's talking about the death of subjectivity and education within America. That's what it is. The American people have lost, it's like, such an ability to be able to critically fucking think, and are just incapable of being able to think for themselves, that they're just willing to fall for literally any propaganda. Anyone can just, like, project the thing in their mind, and all these, like, 3 IQ fucking conservatives will just be like, well, if the administration says that, then that's the case. We also have to keep in mind that a lot of these people who are also repeating this propaganda, this propagandistic fucking line that the administration is putting out are also bots that are also trying to craft a particular narrative that is beneficial for the administration, because, again, they just want to keep running around doing illegal shit. That is also something that should be kept in mind as well.
Every single one of them, you can see he has his phone in his hand, and at no point during this interaction did he ever, like, pull a gun on them or anything. And in fact, in one of the angles, you can even clearly see that the agents actually took the gun from him prior to him being shot. You can actually see what looks to be one of the agents disarming him, taking the gun out of its holster, and running away with the gun prior to him being shot.
He sure did do that. There's the guy with the gun, right there. You can see that. That's the gun.
If that wasn't...
He got disarmed. He was put on the fucking ground, right? Because they wanted to detain and arrest him, illegally, of course, after spraying him with fucking pepper spray. One of the other agents, took the fucking gun off his person. Just took the gun away. Okay, dude. Nice meme.
Definitive, there is something even more clear that I think is completely irrefutable for anyone that's actually looking. An agent takes Alex's gun out of its holster in front of the agent that pulls out his gun and shoots him. So he can see the gun has been taken out of the holster, and it is clear Alex Preddy has both hands on the ground. He does not have a gun in them, and an agent reaches in and takes it out of the holster right before another agent pulls out his firearm and shoots him in the back.
Yep.
Just in case you somehow missed it, look, the agent in gray has his hand on Alex's weapon, which is still holstered. It was never unholstered. This agent takes it out of its holster before he runs away with it, and the officer right next to him is the one that pulls out his gun and shoots him. And now I want to show you the clear...
Of course, Asmongold, after doing a very, very long analysis of this video, he couldn't fucking see that. He eventually just saw it randomly after his fucking chats. Like, actually, no, he did that shit, dude. Incredible. Just incredible, dude.
Clearest video that shows everything that happened here and how it doesn't go how the authorities are saying that it did.
This is from, yep, Pink Jacket Woman from Dropsite News, of course.
That was Alex Preddy you saw walk by the camera right there. He has his phone in his hand, and then with his other hand, his open hand, no gun in it, is waving cars through. There is clearly no brandishing of a firearm here. He is not approaching agents with a gun or anything like that, and you will never see anything even remotely close to that happen.
That was the first woman, by the way, who got fucking pepper sprayed that Alex Preddy was looking to help. And these impetuous morons then pepper sprayed Alex Preddy.
In this section, you can again see Alex Preddy has his phone in his hand, and now he's trying to get some of the civilians away from these fucking worms that are now starting to push them. And then one of them got pepper sprayed, and then he got pepper sprayed as well. And when he gets pepper sprayed, you can see his hand shoots in the air, like a student about to try and ask the teacher a question. It is a wide open palm, there's no weapon in that hand, and his other hand is still the phone. There is no gun anywhere here, and now this is when he starts getting beaten by the multiple officers there.
Yep. There's the pepper spray.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Honestly.
I'm going to stop the video right here because this is when Alex Preddy gets shot to death. This fucking subhuman coward, you can see, pulls out his firearm and shoots him in the back, and then shoots him multiple times after as Alex Preddy lies on the ground. You can hear one of the agents says, gun.
Like, literally, like, 8 fucking dudes just surrounded him. They're just like thugs. They're worms. They're not people. Like, these people are just not human. Like, as Charlie says himself, worms, not human. Like, these people should just lose all their fucking rights. Period. End of story. Like, fuck these people.
And that's when this brain-dead troglodyte pulls out his firearm and starts shooting into Alex while he was still surrounded by his boys, mind you. This is like the antithesis to all training that agents go through, by the way. To shoot into a suspect while still being surrounded by authorities, you're going to get your own people shot too, by the way, you fucking moron, you unbelievable homunculus. So he immediately starts jumping into Alex because someone said gun. But the gun, from the other angle you can see, had already been taken away from Alex, out of his holster. You can see one of the other agents running away with it.
Unfortunately, ICE officers are fucking retarded. Like, they are very, very fucking stupid. Sometimes I doubt their eyes even work normally. So maybe he just thought, like, oh, actually the guy who's carrying the gun was, I don't know, the some other dude who should have been shot. Like, I don't know. Just like to try to think about it. It's nonsensical. It's so fucking stupid. In every sort of respect, it's just stupid. Like, that's it. It's so fucking dumb.
With it. But again, he was never brandishing this firearm. And as an American citizen with Second Amendment rights and a lawful gun owner by all available information, he was allowed to have that gun on his person. He's not grounds to execute a man because you fucking freaked out and panicked because the guy you were beating and pistol whipping with fucking 5 of your friends happened to be armed. He wasn't using it to try and, like, shoot anyone here or threaten them. They saw the gun and then this guy just freaked out and murdered him. Shot him multiple times. This is indefensible. Completely indefensible. And the fact that they even took him to the ground in the first place and started beating him, with one guy pistol whipping him, by the way. In other angles, you can see a guy just, like, pistol whipping him.
It's okay. Asmongold will turn himself into a pretzel in order to still somehow blame Alex Pretty's actions instead of the fucking ICE officer. It's okay, guys.
He's trying to hammer a nail in with his gun. Like, it should have never even been acceptable for that to happen. All Alex Pretty was doing was filming, and then when some civilians started getting pushed, he tried to help. And when one got pepper sprayed, he tried to help. From all available angles and evidence and videos here, it seems to be that's all he was doing. He even made an effort to try and show that he's not, like, a threat or something. Like, he threw his arm in the air, wide open, nothing in his hand or anything. He wasn't fighting back against the officers. He got taken to the ground and then immediately started getting beaten. Like, all because he was fucking filming and trying to help other people around there, it seems. This is so fucking sickening. And the freaks that are cheering this on and parading around like this is something to be celebrated are just scum. You're not even American. You're a fucking drone if you actually think this is a good thing. All you care about is just, like, sucking wiener from the authorities now all of a sudden. You care more about just being on a team than you do thinking for yourself. It's fucking...
Yeah, so much for my heckin' Reno, don't tread on me conservatives. Now it's the fucking snake in a goddamn ball gag instead, being like, please tread on me, daddy. Please, please, please just tread on me. I love listening to the police and the authorities taking away my constitutional rights that were written for me in the Bill of Rights by the Founding Fathers. Please, please fucking step on me. Like, I've said this before, but these fucking freaks are all a bunch of submissive fucking weirdos. Just complete fucking psychotic.
Tragic. It is embarrassing. This is crazy now that I'm seeing people justify this guy's murder because he had a weapon. Wake the fuck up. This is America. You can carry weapons. I sometimes carry a gun in public. I have friends who every day carry. It is your right as an American to carry a firearm if you so choose. That is not grounds for a murder. And based on all of the video footage, all the available evidence, this guy was not brandishing it or anything like that. Thus, he wasn't threatening anyone or about to shoot someone with it, so they had to kill him to stop him. That doesn't seem to be the case. They're now just using the fact that he had a gun as a justification to kill him. That should be extremely alarming to anyone who cares about 2A. Like, again, him having it should not be an issue. And any real, actual American, like a real patriot, should be arguing for his right to carry because it is something that we have.
Yeah, which is why, again, for a lot of conservatives, even for them, it's just like, this is kind of fucking shaky, dog. Like, even, like, the Trump administration, and we're gonna get to that fucking story, even the Trump administration is looking to do a review into all of this, because the only reason why this shit is happening is because this is all orchestrated by fucking Stephen Miller. Because, again, Stephen Miller just does not give a flying fuck at all about the Constitution. Doesn't care about it whatsoever. He's a demon. He just wants to take over America and do his, like, 3 IQ, like, a white ethno-state fucking bullshit. Like, that's all he fundamentally wants to do. And the sort of, like, idea that this is a defensive fucking shooting, defensive action, and it's lawful here by the officer, quote unquote, is fucking stupid. Non-fucking sensical.
Have the right to do, and that should not be a justification for this man being killed by these agents. This point that they're trying to beat into the empty minds of a lot of people that are trying so hard to justify it is that the only people being arrested and targeted by ICE are rapists and pedophile illegal aliens, which is just not the case. There definitely have been rapists and pedophiles that have been snatched up in all this, and those rapists and pedophiles that have been caught and taken away, that's good. They shouldn't be out there breathing the free air. Great. But that's not all that's happening here. You could also right now march into the White House and arrest everyone in the White House, and you would get a ton of rapists and pedophiles. Why isn't that happening?
Ding dong, the Epstein files. The Epstein files, quick reminder, I think only about 2% of the Epstein files have been released. The fucking goddamn Trump administration, or not even 2%, I think barely even 1% of the Epstein files have been released, which there is a law for the Trump administration to be forced to release details on the fucking Epstein files, and they're just not doing it. Why? Because they're rapists and fucking pedophiles.
If the goal is getting rapists and pedophiles off of American soil, thrown in the slammer, taking them away from society, why is it only just walking through the fucking streets of Minnesota trying to do it? You would get significantly more rapists and pedophiles if you took ICE and brought them to the White House. An administration is actively covering up a massive child sex trafficking operation and letting tons of evil people get away with this, tons of clients. So if the goal is to get this kind of evil out of the country, why would you not start with what is provably a spot that has so many of them? Also, that belief of like a secret pedophile ring was a very popular one among Trump voters for the longest time, and now that it has been proven beyond a shadow of a doubt to be real, legitimate reality, they are now just ignoring it. They have been proven correct that there was a huge pedophile ring of these powerful politicians, but because some of their favorite politicians are potentially wrapped up in it, they just want to drop it and forget about it. Absolutely unhinged, by the way.
Vast majority are their fucking favorite politicians. Again, I've said this before, but it's not pedocon fucking theory with conservatives, it's pedocon law. To be a conservative is to inherently be a fucking pedophile. Period. End of fucking story. Why do I say this? Because again, conservatives do not think of children as human. They see them as nothing more than homunculi, as simulacra, as things to have thoughts and beliefs imprinted upon. Which is why, again, you can never believe a conservative when they ever say anything about protecting the fucking kids.
Crazy. So many people for the longest time were adamant against like government surveillance and Big Brother watching them being a huge concern. Now,
they don't give a
plenty of
fuck
people are
about
welcoming it with open arms and a huge smile on their face. For the longest time, people would be preaching about the importance of the Second Amendment and gun rights. And now, even with this, they're saying, well, you got a gun, which means that's an executable offense. So it seems like they now no longer believe in Americans' right to own guns or carry guns, which was a core component of like the right for a long time, where there was like this big fear about they're coming for our guns. And now the same people that are arguing like to protect that are now arguing against it, saying, well,
yeah, but they've never believed that, Charlie. None of these people believe in anything whatsoever. And it's mostly just bots saying a bunch of bullshit. They're just lemmings. That's like literally it. They believe literally nothing.
Deserve to die because he had a gun with him. It's a fundamental right of Americans to have guns, gun ownership. You can carry them in public too. Like that, you shouldn't be killed for that. And in the footage here, it doesn't seem like he was brandishing it or anything. And also, the same people that only like a year and a half ago were constantly telling you to question the government, you can't trust anything that comes out of the government, the authorities always lying to you, are now just willingly, blindly, unquestioningly following anything authorities tell them to believe in, and shut out any and all thought and just have the hive mind think for them. It is crazy because it seems like the only actual belief of some of these fucking brainwashed drones is relentless cock gobbling. All they want to do is swallow boots and penis from the government. So if the administration or the news, which they used to hate the news, but now that the news just parrots points from...
Listen, I'm telling you, conservatives, they love cock, they love gawk, they love mock, they love all the different kinds of cock. Big cock, small cock, chode cock, wide cock, small cock, big cock, horse cock, every kind of cock. Listen, if a conservative can swallow a fucking cock, oh, they'll swallow some fucking cock. Listen, there's a reason why every single time a conservative conference happens in Arizona under TPUSA, Grindr tends to go down. Is because all the conservatives are gobbling that fucking cock.
From big government that they like to clap their hands at like seals, they now just trust all of it all of a sudden, even though there's been no big change with these mainstream media outlets, by the way, that they used to not trust only a year and a half ago. But now, anytime they hear something from the news or anything that comes from the government...
Well, because, again, all their right-wing billionaire buddies are starting to fucking take over mainstream media. Now you're probably going to start seeing a lot of conservatives be big fans of mainstream media all of a sudden.
They will just immediately accept without a second thought and then attack anyone else that is saying differently, or even just probing them to maybe think a little bit more about the narratives. Keep in mind, the government themselves are currently not even complying with their own laws that Trump has signed, like the Epstein Transparency Act, where the DOJ is still putting up a fight and are over a month
late. The USMCA, which Trump never adhered to the tenets of the deal whatsoever.
To compliance with releasing the Epstein files. They are still fighting tooth and nail to not release them, and even recently, only a week ago, outright said maybe there's no court that can force them to order this. They didn't even say maybe. I gave them a very charitable thing right there. They actually said courts can't force them to do this, and that if they don't comply, there's nothing anyone can do. They can't be sued. If the DOJ doesn't comply, go fuck yourself, pussy. That's basically their sentiment. They are not complying with their own fucking laws, and yet people are still willing to overlook that in order to just keep like playing for the same team. It's like the competition to see who can think the least and who can regurgitate enough from the hive mind to be like the biggest super fan of their side. It's fucking despicable. It's actually crazy. This is real sheep behavior. I know a lot of these people like to say sheep for the longest time, but now they are actually the epitome of that. Here's just a little thought experiment. If you can break through.
Let's be honest here, they've always been fucking sheep. I've talked about this before, but conservatives are inherently submissive to those who they believe are their main thought leaders. It's one of the big core tenets of fucking conservatism. Submission to hierarchical sort of standards. A lot of these conservatives understand their place in the fucking hierarchy and will always be inherently submissive to that fucking hierarchy, to those places specifically. Because, again, for these people, it has always been about maintaining those systems of hierarchical control and enforcing those systems. Always.
Programming for a second. Imagine what's happening in Minnesota was happening under Obama or Biden, where there were masked agents that were...
Oh, it'd be worse than Benghazi. They would lose their fucking brains. They'd go crazy.
surveilling you, and even at times asking for your papers, your documents to prove you're an American citizen, constantly needing to provide your private information to these masked agents. And these agents also had killed 2 American citizens. What do you think your response would be? Would you be like, oh yes, please, everyone needs to comply with this. This is good. This is what I want. This is what I look for in Obama or Biden. This is what I'm happy about. Would you be as excited then as you are now in that scenario? My guess would be probably not, because you would rightfully view this as an infringement on your rights as an American. Your Second Amendment right, where apparently even carrying a gun now is a crime punishable by death. Like, this isn't something anyone should be championing for. But because it's become such like a team-focused sport, people delude themselves into thinking that they have to support this, and thus they will abandon all of their beliefs in order to stay on this side. It's crazy to me. I truly don't even know what the solution here is, because people are just willingly, on their own accord, no longer trusting what they see and what they know to be true. They would rather just have the government tell them what to think and what's true. So that way they don't have to do any level of thought for their own. How do you fix that? I genuinely do not know. I have no idea. I don't know how you can watch this footage and multiple angles of this situation and still come out trusting.
I'll be honest, you can't fucking fix them. You can't fix these people. It's impossible. They have to be ostracized. I do genuinely now believe that there should be a movement to not allow conservatives to be able to participate within elections. They should not be allowed to participate because these people do not fundamentally believe in society. Yeah, deport them. Get rid of them. Honestly, like, unironically. They want to go to Russia? Okay, they can go to Russia. That's their idealized fucking society where nothing matters and everything's just law of the fucking jungle. Okay, go to Russia. Bye-bye. Off you go. Like, unironically, just get rid of them. Period. End of story. Like, you can't live with these people. It's impossible. They do not believe in the fundamental social contract for people to be able to live in a society. Like, you can't. You can't live with these people. It's impossible.
The government's word on the series of events that unfolded, when you can yourself watch the footage and prove them false. What do you do to someone that just refuses to at least try and see things clearly? I don't know, but it's fucking tragic, and it's only getting worse. It is so fucking out of control. I had to yap about this. I've been actually...
Honestly, re-education. Like, honestly, like, listen, I don't like fucking education camps about as much as the next guy, okay? If these motherfuckers don't want to get deported, okay, back into the fucking universities. You're getting re-educated. Until you drill into your fucking goddamn brain that we live in a society, that you have an understanding of the fucking social contract, and you're able to get along with other people. And not be an isolated, conspiratorial fucking weirdo. What else is there to really say? Like, let's be honest here. Again, these people are all just a bunch of psychotic fucking freaks who are willing to turn themselves into pretzels in order to be able to just... I thought it was already wholeheartedly unjustified with Renee and Nicole Good. This one's even more clear that this is just wholeheartedly, just completely and utterly unjustifiable. But these freaks will just come up and try to defend it anyways. It doesn't matter with these people. They don't care. They don't care. Nothing fucking matters to these psychotic fucking freaks. Period. End of story. Yep, that's true. The party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final, most essential command. 1000% there, Alex. I'm not sure if that's from, like, 1984 or something, or, like, Idiocracy or some shit. That seems like a very George Orwell thing to fucking say, if I were to take a guess. But, yeah, 1984? 1984. Yeah, figured. Unironically, these people are the caricatures of the drones that follow along with what the government is fucking saying in 1984. Period. End of story. Where you have to turn yourself into a fucking pretzel in order to try to justify the wholeheartedly unjustifiable. And when everyone on the fucking planet, especially in the United States of America, everyone in the United States of America, except these, like, simpering, doddering fucking morons, just says, like, oh yeah, it's pretty clear. What happened here? ICE agent just fucked up. Fuck ICE. Fuck these motherfuckers. God, they are pieces of shit. And it is consistent and very clear. Then there's something wrong with you, and you may need to sort of rejig your sort of, like, thought patterns and being able to process, like, basic fucking ideas. Because there's something fucking wrong with you. Period. End of story. Don't think there's really much else to say besides fuck ICE and fuck all the dumbasses who defend them.